The last time we visited Kilkenny, we raced to get to 24 different sites in 24 hours. This time, again, we're here for just the 24 hours, but we're going to be exploring the city at a more relaxed pace, taking some time to take in a couple of the places we didn't get a chance to last time. And, you know, making this more of a nice romantic couples getaway.
What's really nice about coming back is we kind of know the city already, so that's nice.
Chris knows the way to our first destination.
And that first destination is Cafe
La Coco.
See how we teamed up? Said that together.
The last time we were here, we had the most amazing scones, so we've returned. Hopefully they have them again. We'll see.
They've got to have them.
So the last time we were in Kilkenny, this spot wasn't open for table service. I'm so excited that it is today. Check out my mug. Very cozy. This giant mug makes you feel like a little kid.
Our expectations were high when we sat down to grab a bite at Cafe La Coco, and they did not disappoint. Check out this club sandwich. And you saw Melissa's avocado toast, right?
That brunch is everything I had hoped it was going to be when I wanted to try it last year. Did you love it?
It was incredible. Good job, hon.
So thumbs up on that. And we got the last two scones. They're rhubarb. We'll be trying them later.
They're like super heavy. It's like, totally healthy. Where to now?
Next up, the Roadhouse, which is one spot I really wanted to get to last time to do a full tour. And so I'm excited to do a full tour of it today.
So it's the Kilkenny Book Center. Are we going there?
Not today.
It's a bookstore, honey.
Well, Roadhouse first.
Feeling okay?
Well, here's the thing is you don't want me to get more books into my luggage because we're already complaining about how heavy my luggage is.
Good point.
Finally, I get to tour the Roadhouse. I wanted to the last two times we were in Kilkenny, so number 3, I think, makes the lucky visit. We won't get to do a guided tour because the timing just didn't quite work out, but we get to do a self-guided tour, which is good enough.
Let's go.
Roadhouse dates back to 1594, and when we passed by it last time, it just so charmed me. I'm very excited that we're here. We start the tour up the black stairs, and we have our little guide sheets to help us along, so here we go.
Typical life back in the 1600s was like this house, right?
Well, typical life for a merchant of some means was like this.
Oh, okay.
Like the late 1500s, early 1600s, it's Shakespeare's time, and that's a time of the world that really excites and interests me. So I'm excited.
Right here, honey. Me and you wearing that. What do you think?
I think the dress is fabulous. And you'd be a cutie in that, especially the hat.
Looks like a McDonald's uniform back from the 1500s. Antlers from the Irish deer. The giant Irish deer. Do you think that's from a prankster, or is that from what they had in the time? That's not part of the chair.
No, I think it's maybe a deterrent. The ceiling here is made entirely of Irish oak.
The thing is, in Ireland, there aren't many Irish oak trees left. In fact, are they all gone? I think they're all gone.
For the most part, yeah, they were used for making ships.
Can the East Indian Trading Company come and just cut them all down or something like that?
Well, the English. No nails were used in the work. The ceiling is held together by wooden dowels.
Pretty sure he's wearing like pantyhose.
Yeah, I think so. This room was remodeled in the 1800s and it is designed to reflect a Victorian drawing room. I feel like I'm in the middle of a Jane Austen book.
From this angle, does that saddle look like a horse?
Yeah, it looks like a horse's head.
Old-timey curling irons right here. They had to hold them in a fire to get them hot. And then...
I don't think I would manage that well. I would burn my hands, I would burn my face, I would be just an absolute mess. I can barely do my hair with modern tools.
That's the well, built in 1604, and it supplied the water for this whole house.
It was uncovered, I think, 15 years ago, the sign said, something like that. But it's one of a kind here in Ireland. It's a medieval beam.
Honey, I just read that if you see strawberries, you could actually try them out if you wanted to.
Wow.
But if you see a strawberry, grab it, give it a taste.
All right. I just learned the origin of the word rue, which it's an herb that has kind of a bitter taste. And in Shakespeare's King Richard II, they have a quote over there that I have no hopes of remembering exactly, but where she laid a tear, so will some rue grow, the sour herb of rue, something like that. I don't know, it was interesting, but I wish my memory's not so hot right now.
This garden is huge. Look, it goes all the way down there, all the way. This garden is huge.
And gorgeous. I love it. It's my favorite part of the tour, to be honest.
Really? Very peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like the old house stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Oh, it was neat and all, but this garden.
It's neat, like everything in the garden is what they used to grow back in that time. So it's like we are going back in time. We're going back 500 years.
Because while Cromwell was horrible in that the Cromwellian military took everything, they also documented it all. And so they were able to recreate the garden with a great deal of accuracy.
Yes. Way to go, Cromwell.
One good
Wow.
thing. You documented what you took.
You're so impressive. So would you give the Roadhouse thumb up a bumps?
For sure. It's been beautiful and peaceful and interesting, and I feel transported.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I felt like it might feel a bit like Shakespearean times, but I didn't realize that there would be a portrait of the gentleman who started the theater, who was in Hamlet 3 times during the 1800s, and that there would be quotes and all that. And, oh, I got caught on a thorn. Okay.
Did you get caught in a thorn?
Well, my dress did. Happily not my skin.
Should we thumb up a bump? Yes. Very nice. Time to go to our hotel. I have to go to a meeting. Come on. Shelf. Television. Oh. television, which we won't watch. A nice desk for Melissa or Chris. Another little possible desk for Melissa or Chris. A total bed, big enough for arms and legs and Kimbo. And then a very simple bathroom with a beautiful view of that.
I know that Chris said that there's a desk for Chris or Melissa. Chris is gonna get this one, he always does, and I'm going to get that little one. Because that's the way it always goes.
Honey, it's because that chair is much classier and you're a classy woman and you're gonna look good in that chair.
This is a nice big desk.
Let's try it out. Just sit in the chair there. Give it a shot.
It's not even facing the table. What am I supposed to do with this? I can't possibly get any work done.
Sit there and rest your arms and then look, cross your legs and look over that way. Damn, look at that. Woo. Yep, that's your chair.
I've never had a rhubarb scone before, have you?
I have never had a rhubarb scone either.
You've had rhubarb donut.
My mom used to make rhubarb crumble or rhubarb crisp. I suppose it could be crumble, but it was called rhubarb crisp. I think we could have got one and just split it.
I didn't want to share.
Oh my gosh, these smell so good. What do you think? Do you love a scone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oops.
Although this is seriously so much more than just a scone.
The frosting on top. So good. Or the icing, whatever they want to call it.
It's like the scone is just the right balance between, it's like it's not too moist, it's not too dry, it's just perfect. We got the last two.
Well, so if you're going to come to Kilkenny and you want a scone, Cafe La Coco is the place to go.
It is fantastic.
So fantastic. I didn't want to eat this when I was looking at it, but then I started tasting it.
Now you do.
It's going to be tough
now
to stop.
You don't want to share, do you?
Do you want to share it?
No, that's why we got two.
Well.
This is our second time staying at the Kilkenny Ormond. This time I booked the dinner, bed, and breakfast package just to see if it would be a little bit more relaxing and romantic than it was last time that we were here, because last time we were running from restaurant to restaurant and place to place just non-stop. So we're going to see if it works out, and we'll share all of those details later. Right now, Chris is working, and I'm going to do a little bit of shopping. Where I'm really heading is the Castle Yard, and it's where the Kilkenny Design Center is. Last time it was closed when we were here, so this time I think we'll catch it while it's open. Here's hoping that I do. I think it's going to have a lot of amazing stuff. It actually started as a workshop back in 1963, I believe. I'll fact check that.
Now we're going to go to dinner, right? Melissa planned just an easygoing dinner. It's in a restaurant in our hotel.
Already paid for, included as part of the package.
Because sometimes you just have to do that.
We don't usually do much with packages. We usually just have too many things planned.
We're not UPS.
The food and service at Hoban's Bar was nice. On the night we went, we found it to have more of a family vibe than a romantic one. The package value was good in that I believe we enjoyed more food and drink at a lower price than we would have without the package.
It's a beautiful night in Kilkenny.
It is, no rain.
It's cool, not hot. We took a walk in search of a romantic stroll.
romantic stroll found.
I would say it's quite romantic to walk next to a castle.
Especially a castle built by the greatest knight who ever lived.
The greatest knight who ever lived.
Yes. All good things must come to an end, and so our day in Kilkenny is now ending.
Yeah, it was short and sweet. That's all we wanted. That's all we had.
That's all we had time for, yes.
But it was nice. This is actually our third time in Kilkenny, so we felt familiar with the city.
And yet we found a completely different experience to have.
Yeah.
All right, see you down the road in Dublin.
Yes.